It's Mr. C.
Water. We all need water. There's plenty of water here in the mountains. This video is going to be all about plumbing and water. One of the things that I decided that I was going to do myself is the plumbing, all the pipes and drains needed for the house. Here you see the drain system in the crawl space. The crawl space provides a good area for plumbing to be, and this crawl space is very nice and lots of room and concrete floor. Nice place to work, really, in comparison to what a dirt floor would be like. But here's all the drain piping. You see the drain piping in place, the big 4-inch main trunk line. I did go over a lot on sizing and oversized my drain lines. You can see the smallest diameter pipe in the crawl space is 2-inch, leading into the top portion of the 4-inch where the drain water comes into the top portion of the pipe versus the side. Here you can see the pipe that I use, DWV pipe, Schedule 40, standard piping for drain systems, and in this application worked just fine. Here's some look at some P-traps there. That's a P-trap for the tub system to hold water there, and that bottom little U-shaped loop holds water so it keeps the sewer gases from coming back up into your drain of your house. And plumbing's kind of complicated. I had to do a lot of studying on code and different things. Here I'm studying P-traps and the different configurations. Vent sizing and supply line sizings and placement is all things I had to study up on and understand before I could get started and do this job correctly. Here's my drain test connection where I'll pressurize the drain system and look for leaks. This is in the hall bathroom at the lavatory drain connection. Here I am still looking for leaks in the drain and vent system. This is a vent line in the laundry room area coming just above the top plate there. And I continued to look for leaks till I found them all and got them fixed. This one here took a little while to find. Yes, this one haunted me for a while. The location it was in up against the framing member here made it difficult to get the joint correctly glued, and it was a place that I just frankly wasn't checking because I didn't think it would leak there, but finally found it, got it fixed, had to hack it out and piece it back in. We've got a leak in our vent system, our drain vent piping, which is going to need to hold 5 psi for the inspection to pass. So when you're looking for these leaks, you need to be thorough, and there are several ways you can go, but one good way is get a quality leak detector. Yeah, you can use soapy water. Dawn dish soap is it'll work. It is corrosive though, and it will make different things in your system rust. So good thing to do is get a good leak detector that's non-corrosive, like we have here. And we're gonna dope this up here with some leak detector, because this is one that we need to check here, and just see. All we got to do is just take this high quality leak detector and just put it around the connection there, and see what we get there. And you give it a few seconds to start, and I mean, you can already see right here. There's a leak formed right here. How about that? On the bottom of that little test cap. Pretty good sized leak. Also, see something over here. I'm not real sure. See if we can get it to focus. Get my finger out of the way. There's some more bubbles right there. Right there. There's a patch of bubbles. So we got several leaks maybe in this little test cap here. It doesn't have a whole lot of glue area on it. So we'll cut that off. We'll put a different type of test cap on there and recheck it. And you can see here, even after I cut the cap off and replaced it with a screw-in plug, the screw-in plug leaked. So ended up going with a full pipe cap on the end of these, make sure they'd seal up, and just cut them off, threw them away when I was done. Well, when you can't find a leak in your joints, always check the fittings. That's a leak right there. Coming right through that cast iron fitting. Bad fitting. We're making up these black iron pipes. These are for natural or LP gas. For my, these would be for my range and my furnace and my generator, backup generator. I always take a good wire brush and clean these threads off really well and look at them and make sure they're in good shape. You don't want to get all the rust or dirt or whatever. I mean, if I'm redoing these, it may be pipe dope, you know, but always want to give these a good rubbing with a brush before I start. Next thing I'm going to do is give them a good coat of Rector Seal. This is the yellow number 5. This is good for LP gas, natural gas, stuff like that. The inspector's probably going to want to see this yellow dope on there. I've got some new tape I'll show you in a minute. It's not yellow, but most of my other joints I made are like yellow dope and yellow tape. So good old Rector Seal. Can't go wrong with this stuff. You put this on and get it in those threads. You know, get it down in those threads. And they'll seal. Next thing you want to do is put some good Teflon tape on there. I found this new tape here. I've always thought use yellow tape, good for gas. This blue tape is good for LP gas, natural gas, all that. It seems like it's a bit thicker, and this giant roll here. I get a tape. There's a lot on here for a few bucks, and it's wide. This is 3/4 inch wide, so easy. I can put this tape on this 1-inch pipe, and I can cover the whole thread. And I don't have to spool up and down or anything like that with a little tinky tape. And this looks like it's going to have a hard time getting crossed over and stuck like some other tape does. So we'll look at it here in a minute when we start making it up. Good few wraps of Teflon tape on top of your dope. Now we've got our dope and our tape on there. We've got a good seal on those threads. Notice the direction I put the tape in. So when I put this coupling on, I'm going to screw it on like this. And that tape goes in that same direction around that pipe. So as I screw, it's not going to want to try to peel the tape back off. It's going to want to try to wrap it around tighter and tighter. Let's go ahead and start that on there. And I'm going to get it a little ways, and that's about as far as I'm going to get before I can put a backup wrench. And I'm going to be able to hold the camera and the fitting at the same time, the pipe wrench in the second. These are good fittings made in Vietnam. I really don't think they make cast iron fittings in the United States anymore, so good thing we're good with it. All right, I'm gonna tighten this up and we'll be right back. All right, well, I got that fitting on there. I pull on pretty hard with a pipe wrench. Some more fittings you can manhandle pretty good. That one right there, it'll take a lot. Got a good makeup. You can see the dope pinching and squeezing out from around the tape. The tape stayed nice and snug up in there on the pipe. I can tell you right now, that joint won't leak gas. We can put our test pressure on there, 15 psi, for a 24-hour period. It'll hold it right there. You follow that method right there, and your threaded connections on your black iron pipe won't leak. They'll hold for a long time. Good quality materials, good and tight, made up correctly. The inspector will need to see 5 psi test pressure on our drain vent system. He'll need it to be on there for a 24-hour period without leak. This is my test setup here. I have a pressure gauge here connected to my vanity sink here, drain line, and I use this air chuck on my air compressor, so I can pump it up to 5 psi, and we can watch the test pressure there. So we do have a leak. You see where it's leaked down just a little bit, and we're going to be looking for that in just a minute. Hey, thanks for watching my video. There's a lot of things I didn't cover in this rough-in plumbing video, but we finally got an inspection, and everything went well with our plumbing. You can do this. You can do your own plumbing if your local jurisdiction allows a homeowner to be builder and owner. You may be able to just go ahead and pull a permit and do your own plumbing. As long as it's inspected and done correctly, you'll be all right. My recommendation is watch YouTube, look at videos, see how other people are doing it, get the code, study the code, read the whole code. There's a lot of reading, and some of it really doesn't pertain to you that you can basically skip over, but really dig into the stuff that pertains to residential plumbing, drain systems, vents, supply lines, things of that nature. And you can do it yourself. Hey, hit that like button. It sure helps this channel. And once again, appreciate you. See you next time. Bye.